How do you know if an actor is present?
How do you know if they're, I mean, you can tell when someone's in the moment. I mean, you can just, it's a feel. You know it. It's like with this movie, Carol of the Bells, and Andrea, who has Down syndrome. As you get older with Down syndrome, your memory starts to go. And so I had to feed her a lot of her lines. So you were never really able to do a big master shot because she would fumble, we'd have to feed or whatever. But then when you banged in for the coverage, I would be off screen getting it, and I would know when I had that line. And you just know. I mean, it was so many moments that were just gold. And, you know, I knew I had it. You just know when you know. You know, she gave a beautiful performance. And a lot of people don't know what we needed to get that. But she was right. As the character, she was right on. She was right. She had every emotional beat, and it was beautiful. Some of the scenes are just tearjerkers in the movie.
When you see an actor is not present, what are some things you do to bring them back?
I haven't really. Most of the actors that I've worked with. See, the thing is with casting, when you cast the right actors, you know, they're hired to do a job. You just create the most comfortable space for them to work in. But you know, if it's not working, you know, I don't like to give people line readings. I can, but I don't like to. I like them to give their interpretation of the character. So, you know, you just keep going until you get it right. The nice thing now about not doing like film, you have a lot more flexibility, you know, because when you had to go back to film and develop it and transfer it and do all that now with the digital format, it makes it a lot easier.
How do you like to direct actors from having been an actor yourself and have seen what works and what doesn't, how an actor corrects someone?
I let them go. I let them go. Again, back to casting, you know, and you know, if something's not working, I'll stop it. But, you know, when you're hiring that actor, you know they're going to deliver the performance that you want them to. You know, just there may be technical things that go, but usually when you hire that actor, you want them to bring what they have to the table, unless they're way off base.
Which happens.
It happens, yeah.
So if you see someone, maybe they're not even way off base, but there's something that's not working, how do you approach them?
It's different in each scenario. It depends on.
Can you give me some examples?
You know, it's really dialing back, or it really depends on it. I can't give you a specific one, but you know it when it happens.
So let's say I'm an actor, and
Yeah.
for whatever reason, Karen, which wouldn't be unusual, is off today.
Yeah.
And so,
Well, I would take them aside. What's going on? What do you?
okay.
You know, what do you? I'm not going to mention names, but I had one of our cast members that was not feeling like she was working with a bunch of stars, and she was intimidated by them. And I took her aside. I said, I got to tell you, you're knocking this out of the ballpark. You've got this. You don't feel that you're not as good. I said, you're right in there. Your performance is spectacular. Just keep going and do what you do. You've got this, you know. And it changed.
Changed. Right?
Yeah.
So knowing that you have the actor's back, so to speak, and you're not scolding.
You know what it is? It's like Love Boat. You know Love Boat?
Oh yeah, I know.
Captain
Wow.
Stubing.
Yes.
I'm Captain Stubing. I'm the host of the Love Boat, is what it is. And I have the hair of Captain Stubing now too. No, but it's really making people feel comfortable to perform because they're professional actors. You hire them for a reason because you know they can do the job. So now my job is to make sure it all works and flows together, but you know, you're giving them the canvas to, you know, to paint on.
Sure.
And hopefully they, you know, you're a host, but you got to make everybody on the set feel that way. Craft service, PAs, editors, cinematographers, stars, they're all treated the same. Everybody's treated the same, like shit. No, I'm kidding.
And when you watched your dad include people, you know, especially we're in LA, it's very hierarchical.
Well, we grew up in Jersey, so.
Right, I understand. I'm aware of the East Coast background as well, and I know there is a difference in approach, but still, some people want to include people, but and they speak that, but they don't. How did you watch your dad in action? Treat people to make everybody feel like they were on a level playing field.
He just did it. I mean, he was just a kind man. I mean, everybody was treated with respect, and that's what he always taught me. He says, you got to treat people with respect, and they'll treat you with respect, hopefully. But even if they don't, you still treat people kind. Kindness is the most important thing. You know, it's gone now. There's not as much kindness just people aren't being kind to each other. But he was always kind. He led by example. And I saw him you go to church and, he says, so many people, he kind of talk like this. He goes, they want to sit right in the front of the church like they're going to be closer to God. And then in the vestibule, they're talking about how they screw people in business. He goes, I don't like that. And, and I'm hearing this at 9 years old. And I go, I get it. I get it. That's, so he just, he was fair.
Yeah, I like that when you say that even if the other person doesn't return the respect.
No, you're not looking for a return. You're not looking for a return. You do things because it's the right thing to do. And if you expect things back, I never expect anything back.